This is going to keep failing on me now. It did this last week where it failed the first time and then went through the second time. Yeah, it looks like that's what it's doing. Alright. I actually wanted to test this. So we'll, I probably should have tested it before, before tonight, but we'll see what we can do. Should be fun. I gotta load up TeamSpeak here.
Connected. Channel switch.
Oh, really? Okay.
There we go.
Did you see my car? Orange and black, 00.
Yeah, I know, but I can't do that one.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't be as cool in it as I am.
Well, no, I'm not going to choose your car. But yeah, that one is good, I agree. I think, Jeff, you probably chose the, like, pukey blue color one with the red.
No, I took the next one after that, the kind of the different color blue one.
That's the same one I picked.
There's only like, what, 5 or 6 to choose from.
Alright, I'm picking the screaming red one.
Also, Doccat says hi. He's watching the stream. He's not near, though.
Oh, okay, cool.
He finally, I mean, it's a hard deal to pass up since it's 40% off, but he got the lifetime license today, so I'm sure he'll be joining us before too long.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So you're streaming this, are you?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to turn off TeamSpeak now.
Oh. All right, Stuart.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get with this game, for sure.
Yeah, I still have a feeling that once it's on Steam, it should get more people, just because it makes a lot of the stuff easier to deal with.
Yeah, that's what Bub was saying. I know Mario said he was going to get it then, probably.
Yeah, but they should buy it now, man.
Yep.
40%.
I mean, 40% off, and it transfers directly to Steam when they come out with that version. There's literally no downside if you're planning on getting it anyway. RFactor should hire me as a marketing manager. Yeah, there's a... Excuse me.
I don't know, but some people have a hang-up about this game for some reason. We can't even get people to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, they won't even tell us why they don't want to play it. You know, they just don't play it.
That's very annoying.
On our side, you know, not that our side's a gauge of what's going on out in the real sim racing world, but we've had a hard time getting people interested.
Doccat, in terms of the tracks that are corrupted, it every once in a while, every once in a while when you install one, something will sort of freak out. The big thing is to look and see if it's...
Yeah, this is a nice track right here, Draft. You betcha.
I watched that last night.
The big thing is to look and see if it still has... oh man, words are failing me. The big thing is to look and see if it's still in your list when you're actually in the game. Because effectively what that... Sometimes it'll just not think it installed correctly, but it will still be in your list. Because I've got a couple things like that, like Oregon Raceway Park for whatever reason. And this car, the game doesn't think installed correctly, but they still show up. So, but yeah, their mod system is neat, but it's not very intuitive, unfortunately. But it is very neat once you get used to it, and it does make it actually pretty simple to toss whatever you want in and then install it.
I didn't even see him.
You didn't?
No.
Come on.
I wouldn't kid you about a thing like that.
He's the other cop. It's this gray-haired cop.
Fuck, I didn't even recognize him.
That's awesome.
No idea what they're talking about now. I feel like I might actually need to soften the front a tiny bit.
Well, that brake bias thing didn't work out for me very good. I don't know about your guys, but the stock, when they hit the front brakes, and it just seems to lock up unless it's my wheel doing that.
I think I'm running everything default right now, just trying to get used to the track.
We might actually have a longer intro than normal today. Normally it's only about 15 to 20 minutes max, but if these guys aren't used to the track, then
All right, let's
Might
try
have
it.
a
I'm
little
gonna go
bit
grab me a brew.
All right, right back.
sad thing is, most of these three guys can beat me even when they're drunk. Because they're generally very quick. Although in road courses I have a little bit more of a fighting chance than at the ovals. It's fun no matter what, but I have a little bit better chance at...
Don't imagine any of you guys watch the baseball
never
game, Blue Jays Rangers. Is it Rangers?
Oh, yeah.
On Wednesday.
I saw, like, I think I came in the
Oh,
seventh inning when
baseball.
everything just started going crazy because I just got home from work. That was pretty insane.
That was the craziest thing. Baseball. I was saying, I just pulled out of the parking garage at work, and Encarnacion hit a home run at the bottom of the sixth, and then
I'm really glad I
seventh,
practiced this though.
Well, hell started breaking loose, and that I was able to get home to watch the bottom of the seventh. Man, that was, as a Toronto fan, that was like emotional, crazy inning. Imagine.
No idea, Doc. I don't pay attention to baseball at all.
I wanted the Rangers to have a chance to face Bautista again, just to punk him in the head with a baseball. 'Cause those guys nowadays, man, used to that was an unwritten rule, man. You didn't act like that when you hit a home run. Now, I know it was exciting and everything, big moment, but
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. I hear you. Like, people act like you've been there before, but man, no one has ever been there before. Like, the emotions in that place were. Swear to God, if we had lost that game, I think some real pandemonium would have fucking happened.
Oh, we're 7/10 up.
In the stadium or in the streets, like.
Now they're playing right now, aren't they?
Yep.
Oh, excuse me. Whew.
It was crazy how the Rangers went out, and then the Astros went out similar, not as it wasn't as crazy like that. But they were up 62 going into the eighth, I think.
No way, brother. Really? I
Yeah,
had
and
to look at it.
they wound up
Watch
losing 9-6.
Oh my God. That they were playing Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Casey. Yeah. Wow, they were up 8. Oh my God.
I think what I'm going to do is soften the front, soften the rear a little bit, and then take some downforce out. I think that'll be a good choice. It's also worth noting I'm doing this with full fuel right now.
The lap was a 1:37.38.
I just hope the Cubs don't win.
God, these cars sound good though.
Go Cubs.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see them
How many laps are we doing?
monkey up their
12.
back, but I just don't like them.
Man, that is one hell of a monkey.
Yeah. Or a goat, as it were.
All right, so we got to
Don't
12
turn into a
laps.
curmudgeon now. They deserve it. After 109, 10 years.
Yeah, they
Even
aren't
if-
there yet.
Even Back to the Future 2 predicted this was the year they'd win the World Series. Remember that?
They did?
I heard that this morning on the
Yeah.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely just wanted to get a lap in that was nice and solid to start with. I haven't even taken fuel out of it yet, so mostly I'm just working on the race setup to try and get it as nice and smooth as I can right now. Oops, did not mean to hit my mic. But it's easier than it seems to be smooth around here. It's actually a nice little circuit in terms of how it flows.
Sound resumed.
I know it's not that big of a park, but man, they were crushing it.
So now it should be a little more willing to turn from the front, but a little more stable on power. But it'll also be a little less stable because I took downforce out. But the only place the
I think Doc
downforce...
is in Canada, isn't he?
was really affecting anything was the
Hamster.
yes, he
Yeah,
is.
that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah, he's probably at a bar watching somewhere.
Hell no, he's watching us.
Oh, he's watching us. Oh hell. I didn't
Or
realize
he's
he was
watching Hamster anyway.
Yep.
Where are you at, Hamster? I'm gonna take your ass out. He'll see something. Shake this dude up.
Oh. Armin must be trying to decide on a livery he wants to run. Oh, also, I didn't mention this earlier, but you can actually run custom liveries in RFactor 2 also. And they'll just download when you run, which is really nice. So you don't need a second program like iRacing. And you also don't have to, the server doesn't have to have it like in Stock Car Extreme or in Assetto Corsa. Yeah, our races tend to be very fun. I mean, this is the same group that does the. This is the same group I do Sundays with and Wednesdays with. Ooh. Although on Sunday, Harmer isn't there.
So it says I've got 22.5 gallons. It says it'll go 14 laps. But Z1 was telling me after I ran about 7 or 8 laps that I could still go like 23 laps.
Yeah, it seems like the garage one is a little off for me also. Because right now in car it's telling me I've got like 28 laps and the garage only said about 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna bump mine down then. That's way off for RFactor. I thought it seemed like I was having to add an awful lot just to get up past 13 laps.
Yeah, it is odd. Normally it seems to be really spot on. But it does seem like it's legitimately off.
Yeah,
Like
that's
it's not.
14 laps we're going?
I think it's 12.
Because the default on the car was 9 gallons. Alright.
Oh,
I think the race is 12 laps.
Okay. Alright.
we race with damage off, so I don't have to restart. But my
Yeah, I
tires
didn't
will
get
be
to
not
do any
happy.
practice. I don't know how long the lap is, but I was just gonna be around 30 or so.
Oh.
How long is it lap anyway?
We're in the 137s. Hamster are.
Oh,
So yours
yeah.
are probably about what, 134?
No.
Ours is 111.
At least one of my tires is pretty well worn, but should still be able to do a lap here. It's not. It's actually not
Man,
that
I
worn
love
because
driving
it's.
this game.
God, the car feels much better now
Hardly ever
setup
get to
wise.
play anything anymore, but it's sure is fun when you do.
It's because you're so busy at work.
Yeah.
We're
Work
up by 1,000.
and stuff.
Yeah, I definitely have at least one flat spot, but it's not too bad because it's just a small vibration. It'll get to the point where it vibrates so hard you have no choice but to come in because it's gonna tear your hands away from the wheel if you don't. And I personally love that because it completely changes how you brake in an emergency. Because you have to think about, do I really need to just
My
slam
son's turned 16 Sunday.
my brake to the floor?
Oh, man. Congrats, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's dying to get his license. I don't think he's going to be able to get it on his birthday, though, because, well, no, obviously it's Sunday, but they have it now set up here where you got to make an appointment, but you can't make it until you turn 16, and the appointment's like 2 or 3 weeks out or something. It's crap.
Still getting so much understeer at the end.
They're so freaking inefficient.
the mod for all of the HUD stuff, it's actually a mod called Track Map. The easiest way to find it is actually through Race Department, unless you just want to Google RFactor 2 Track Map. But the mod itself is actually called Track Map because that's what it started as, and now it has all of those other modules. If you do get it, I would recommend looking at the README, if not also looking at some forum information on it, because it's really hard to figure out the keybinds for it, because like you bring it up with control space and then use the arrow keys and enter and some awkward stuff to mess with it. But it is absolutely fantastic once you have it. I just have to think of, okay, so you can definitely take fuel out. We'll see what it says when I put 8 laps worth in. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I can turn that back on.
I followed you right there. I wasn't paying I was watching you and not my braking point.
Trying to think.
Yeah,
I mean,
You
That's
can't.
the first time I really came through there with speed. I wasn't sure.
I think I just have to
how
take
far-
more
how deep I
downforce
could
off.
go.
Yeah, you can't overdrive that corner at all.
Because I'm getting understeer, which means, and it's a fast corner.
Is that uphill left turn that if you go 35 miles an hour in a race car, it spins out?
No, it's turn 1.
Oh, okay.
Well, finding the break point for turn 1's pretty tricky. The drafter got it down to a 10th. I need to get my time back. Tires are cold. It's a little tricky. Well, it's very tricky. I really do like this car, though. This is how I like my GT cars to feel, though. I like them to be unique, and then I like to have to... I like
It's
to
not
have
fun on
to
cold tires.
dial the uniqueness out, if that makes sense, to get it to behave normally. I prefer that.
Maybe that's the problem I'm having, because god dang, man, it feels like I'm on ice out of the pits.
Yeah, that's what it is, I think.
Yeah, it really hates cold tires. I need to try and avoid that back curbing there. Oops.
Oh.
I thought that was going to end much worse than it did.
I kind of did the same thing you did. Oh no, hang on. Oh. I couldn't decide where to miss yet.
My car couldn't decide where it wanted to go. Oh. That's fun. I have to watch that back again. That's funny. It just kept...
They look like teammates hitting each other.
It just never recovered. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Downforce off did seem to be a good choice, though, but it's just made it more unstable, so I need to go backwards a little bit on my front suspension change, and then make the rear suspension a little more aggressive still. Well, less aggressive still. And I still have ride height to play with if I absolutely need to. Oop. Every once in a while it's fun to sort of test the limits of what it's doing black flag wise. It is a tough little cookie on power down. Oh, I was in third still, that explains that. But I don't know, that's one of the things I like about this group though is, like, I don't know, My only other experience with league and club stuff was with race department, but like race department, if you did that in practice,
I'll be right back.
it was very
Right.
unlikely. It was very unlikely that they would just laugh it off. Instead, it would probably be either silence about an event like that, or somebody would be angry over something. It's just like these are supposed to be fun club events. Like just relax, chill. Stuff happens. Just get back to it and try again. So I don't know. It's one of the few places I've been able to find a nice, fun, relaxed, but still willing to go fast and compete and have fun while doing it sort of situations. God, it still understeers there. Get myself to the inside in case somebody's coming by. That'll be a ruined set of tires. I might just need to soften the dampers so it's a little bit easier to use the curbing. Because I feel like I need to use the curbing in that last corner. And it feels like it's going to understeer no matter what I do. Oh, these tires are definitely shot. It's vibrating much more than it was before.
So, Draft, you were saying the fuel, like the default 14.5 gallons, that's like well more than we need, right?
According to Z1, it is.
Why would they hate you, Doc?
Well, and even the R, like Hamster was saying, even the RFactor 2 HUD says, like it says I can get 21.6 more gallon or laps
Yeah, okay.
out of what I got now.
Okay, just double check.
Well,
I
I'm
think
using.
I have. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm using the track map thing if that matters. So I'm not using the default one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it gets the same data though.
Okay, I just didn't know if it did or not. Figured it was worth mentioning.
Yep.
I think I've got 15.9 gallons in mine, and it seems to be way more than enough.
Holy Christ, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, Z1 just is telling me 21.2 laps left, and I think I just completed my warm-up. Well, maybe I just went my first time.
I might be able to do a decent lap on these tires.
There's
We'll
no
try
way
one.
It consumes a gallon and a half a lap. Like, just no chance.
Ah, it doesn't matter, Doc. Just do what you can do. As
It's not
as-
good.
No.
as long as you're still clean and still have fun, then it's all good. Whoa.
Fuel consumption do these cars get? Like 5 miles per gallon.
Kind of surprised it's this difficult
no.
on
Probably within the
throttle.
ballpark. So this track's only what? I don't know. 2 miles? No, not even 2 miles. Yeah, probably about 2 miles. So
I'm afraid to keep it that
half gallon of that.
low. But I need it to do what I want it to. This is where I sort of run into dilemmas. Because I don't necessarily want to completely alter
Just odd.
a car, so to speak, but
The game says it's.
I do want it to-
Tuning part of it says it's going to be a lot less than it really is. It's not usually that far off.
I do want it to do what it needs to do.
It isn't an ISI track. You're right.
Yeah, this is an ISI track, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Doc.
I just wanted to make it clear for all the television viewers.
Wah. I'm surprised Bub is that far off. He's usually not very far off the pace at all. Oh god, oh god. I need to stop ruining my tires. And it would be nice if I could stop ruining my tires on the outlap.
Yeah, no joke.
Oh. $36.8. Whoo! He's got some pace in him. I know I've got pace left too. That's the tricky part. I know I can go faster. I just need to not push so hard on the outlap itself. Let everything get warmed up for the first 3/4 of a lap and then really push it. But at the same time, you can't baby it around because you have to get heat in the tires, so you have to maintain a decent pace at least. Wah.
So it sounds like everyone's still getting their practice in, which is fine by me. I'm ready to go whenever, but happy to practice for as long as anybody wants to.
I'm good to go.
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes and I'll be ready.
Samesies.
Yeah, I had 14 gallons in that time. And when I crossed the finish line after my first time lap, it says I can get 18.4 more laps out of it. That was Z1. That's different than what I'm seeing on the race. On the RFactor 2 HUD.
Oop.
So, what's consensus? What do you think we should start at?
I'm going to stick with 14, I think, gallons.
Now, normally in this situation, I would have also shared my setup, but since I'm still working on it, I didn't really want to share an incomplete one. That wasn't gonna... I don't know, I don't feel like that's kind of fair, because I'm going to be changing and tweaking it. Oh, Drafter went much faster, holy cow. We're up to a better pace here so far, though. Braking with this car is actually pretty tricky also. You can't go very far down on the brake pedal. It's one of the tough things to learn, particularly with the G27. With a load cell,
Y'all getting any of that rain out there, bub?
it's not quite as tricky.
Not a drop, man. I'm 600 miles from that. Not a drop.
But that was a good
Man,
second
that's some
sector.
bad stuff is going on down there.
It was a really good second
That picture
sector.
of Highway 5 today, people just driving down the highway and then mudslides taking them out.
Yeah, I seen that on the news.
Car feels better now, though. Almost there,
No,
Doc.
they're not used to rain like that out there, are they?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, I'm good to go when everybody else is.
Ugh. Well,
I could use about an hour of practice.
I did a good lap, and then I threw it onto the
I'm
curbing.
Good to go, man.
So don't touch that curbing. Yeah, I'm good whenever also.
Okay.
Just wait until Drafter notices that I got him by a 10th. Ugh. Ugh. Oh. Harmer's now up there. Again, it's so weird to me. Bub is so...
Oh, y'all ain't lying. You got some ugly ass blue cars sitting in that garage. Wow.
They might be ugly, but they're fast.
But
Oh.
Hey,
All right.
like Ricardo Montalban once said, it's better to look good than be fast.
No, Pick doesn't. I don't think he has RFactor 2. I don't think Mario does either. That's what they were talking about earlier. A lot of the World Racers guys just don't.
Right. I'm gonna start the race.
They sort
You
of
ready?
refused to get it for whatever reason,
Yep, yep.
which is really disappointing because as much as they like iRacing, I think they'd absolutely adore it.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Pick will probably be on Sunday, though. He usually does the oval Sundays, at least one of the races. All right. We do a formation lap also, so you'll see us go
Nice
around.
pole, Hamster. I thought Harmer got the pole. We must have got him at the last minute there.
Yeah, my very last attempt at it, I just barely was ahead of you.
Yeah, nice run, guys.
I didn't know I'd even beat him.
That's true, Docat. That's very true.
Oh, set begin.
Yeah, I was waiting for lights, and then all of a sudden I saw it begin. I was like, oh, right, there's no lights for formation lap. Try and heat everything up. So basically on a formation lap, what these guys seem to like is not going full on, but going pretty good speed. Now in an actual formation lap, in an actual race, what you usually see is probably a lap at about, I don't know, about 70 to 60% overall speed. But those guys are also professionals, and they have lap times that they're supposed to hit for different start times.
Well, if we get Mario in here once it goes to Steam, and then once Raider comes back, I think he'll race with us as regularly as he can. Pick up a couple more guys. I mean, just 2 or 3 guys would make a huge difference.
Yep.
And Doc's also, he got it.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
Yeah,
as
we got a bright future coming up here.
I mean, as you
Have
can
to work on Rave, man. If it's on Steam, he might more inclined to come over too.
Yeah.
as you can see from the time differential between us and Bub, I mean, we, depending on the certain track and car combinations, some people do better at them than others.
Come to those who wait.
I couldn't believe I checked how long we've been racing this thing. It's been almost 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, our race night thread started in January 2013. No, is that right? For almost 4 years?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
Alright.
Still, it's a long time.
I got the brakes mostly warm.
Yeah, math was never my best subject.
Oops. See, that's why it's bad that my throttle sticks ever so
Gosh,
slightly.
girls were right.
Yeah, right.
That was not a very good start. What I should have done is put the clutch in there.
Look at the Harmer with that clutch. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Harmer is very good, by the way.
Oh, Harmer, I'm sorry. Oh, man, that was a nice save there.
He still had the space in the run there, so I just gave him the inside.
That's what you get for jumping the start.
Boo.
But see, even something like that, where he does that unintentionally, immediately says sorry, and then Harmer isn't mad at all about it. Like, that's... in most racing clubs and leagues, that's literally unheard of. Like, you would just have a rage-filled guy of, I waited all week for this race, and you take me out in the first corner, brah. Again, that's my favorite thing about these guys. They're just so laid back. They'll still push hard, they'll still compete hard, but they mostly just want a good, fun race. It makes it
This one
so
kills me.
enjoyable. I think I probably should be in third gear for that corner, but it's just
Yeah, it's a
so
tough one.
on edge. I also have to be careful. I have a really bad tendency of burning my tires off in RFactor. There's a spotter for ovals, but not for road. I hate that outside curbing. And that outside curbing in turn 1 just doesn't let your car go once you get on it. Now, unfortunately, I do not want Harmer ahead of me because he has a tendency to just floor it and just explode away from all of us. So I need to keep him as close as possible here. But I'd love to get up there and battle with him for a couple of laps at least. Although that being said, Drafter also tends to come on real strong late, so... And my front left is really hot. Like, I'm staying way away from that curbing now. Whoa!
Uh-oh. Speaking of curbing.
That time it was just me being too aggressive on throttle. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. This is my eternal dilemma with RFactor, though, is it lulls you into that sense of everything's great, you can push, go ahead, push, everything's fine, everything's great, but without really realizing that you're already striding that line between grip and no grip. And then you try and push that little too much, and it's like, oh, sorry, no grip here. But again, it doesn't do it like iRacing where it just snaps and you don't expect it. Like, I had 2 or 3 opportunities to save that. I just messed up in trying to save it. So at the end of the day, after all of the dust settles, it was entirely my fault that I spun. And for me, at least, that's the big difference between a lot of other stuff in RFactor. And that's what helps.
Hey, Hamster, who's that guy on Twitter that's just the last couple of races we've had, he's been talking to you mostly. Is he from Graysim?
You mean Brussels?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what other sites he's on, but he's just a person that watches my stream quite often. He's a really nice guy.
Okay, all right, cool. I was just kind of curious because, you know, some people do that kind of stuff just to try to get followers or whatever, and I just didn't know if he was somebody you knew or somebody you raced with.
Yeah, he's not doing it for any agenda. He would just, unfortunately, he lives in Britain and his schedule is kind of crappy. So he would love to race with us, but his schedule doesn't line up with it.
Yeah, the time zone and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know how they keep pushing.
When we
while also
started
talking.
this, we had plans to try to accommodate different time zones. That's why we called it World Racers, because we had a really good, diverse group. We had a few from the UK and a few from here. And it's just worked out where it's kind of just wound up being us.
Yeah, it works out good for me. It's so hard
We had
for
a guy from New Zealand that raced with us for quite a while.
me to find
For him,
US
it was
time
the next
stuff.
day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, there used to be a bunch of Aussies and New Zealanders in autosport.
What was that guy's name, Jeff? I can't
Hey, Paradox.
Alicio.
remember. Alicia.
My front left is way too hot. Ah.
I'm coming back on here.
So unsure of the car in the
Oh, sorry.
first
bro.
corner.
No problem. I'll try to stay away from you.
I thought you were gonna go, and then all of a sudden you're still there. I was like, oh no. I think I caught you just at a bad time in that corner.
Oh, that's funny. Now we have a battle on our
Stop
hands
talking
again.
too much and not driving.
Hey, now Paradox is watching too.
Oh, sweet.
He says hi,
Fucked up.
obviously.
Heads up. Heads up.
Hey, you saved
Oh,
it.
yeah, they're cold though. They're slippery.
Look at this battle. Let's try and make our way up in here.
All right, you're clear.
Oh.
Oh,
Nah, I did that with all me.
I was gonna
Hope I
say
didn't hit
I
nobody.
was close to you, but I didn't think I hit you.
Hope I didn't take nobody out.
Oh, I spun the other direction behind you.
Shit. Well, I guess I did. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it wasn't because of you. I put the throttle down and I was like, oh hey, it wants to go the opposite direction. That's not good. Oh. My biggest problem with, well, not problem, my biggest failing when it comes to RFactor 2 is just making mistakes. Although realistically that's true of all of the racing games where I just sort of end up pushing a little too hard or losing a little bit of concentration here or there. And just dropping a ton of time because of it.
I gotta stay out of the grass.
Yeah.
I probably should
I
have
watched
raised.
you did the same damn thing when out there.
Probably should have raised the pressure in
Not
the
that
front
it
left though.
made me do it. I was just like, what the hell?
That corner's been killing me. I just cannot get slowed down quick enough for it. It seems like.
I'm so used to not watching tire pressures because in general in RFactor 2 it's not an issue for me at all, or temperatures anyway. So it's so weird to me to have to pay attention to that in a car like this. Hey, and that's
You
the
just
thing.
can't overdrive this car at all.
Everybody starts somewhere. I mean, when I first started using my wheel, let alone started racing, that was a long time ago, but when I first started using my wheel,
You're finally coming out.
Yep. Like you guys didn't know.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's legal in California. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm a menace right now.
thought you were going to save that for a second, and then it just kept going around.
The lap was a 1:38.78.
I wish I had noticed in practice, but my front left is just on fire, basically, the whole way around. Obviously, that's
Sounds like the
relative.
Project Cars glitch.
Right? Except this time it's definitely on purpose. Oh man, that Project Cars thing was so annoying when it was there. Luckily it's gone though. Not the problem. Oh, that's fun. Basically my setup is just overworking the fronts. That's all it really is. It's probably why it's set up so rear-centric on the default, to try and help control that. Although I guess this circuit also probably chews through front tires just with the way that it is. Because you have to lean on them a lot in different ways on the different corners. That corner is getting worse. Wow. On fresh tires, that's an easy third gear corner. It's getting to the point where I might have to drop to second for it. I mean, that being said, I have torn a lot of extra usage off of the fronts.
That was a
Yeah, Paradox, but if you look at the actual content it's coming with, it's all old content that doesn't actually have any official series that it races in. So they're not actually benefiting non-paying users at all. Well, I should say they're not benefiting people who don't have content.
It's a
at all.
tough car for these track. The tough car for this track is all these tight corners. Seems like every corner's an adventure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I just really got to be on your game.
Wait till we left-hand turn for me. I'm sorry, right-hand turn.
We knew we should bet.
Bob loves his ovals. I loves my road racing. Well, that time I took it in third just fine. Maybe I just needed to control the temperature a little better on the front left. I'm not pushing as hard now. It's not getting many positions, obviously. The gap's about the same lap to lap now, but it's safer. Yeah, but the unofficial series don't help new drivers at all. That's the big thing. Like, the big thing that the free content should do is it should allow you good options to progress through the series. Like, in my opinion, you should have a free option all the way up to B. I think for Rookie, D, and C, you should have options. But that being said, I would probably just get rid of Rookie altogether anyway. And just have rookies in the D class, but have them in their own little groups. So rookies only race with rookies in the D class, but you still are a D class, working your way out. And then once you get over a 3.0 safety rating in rookie, then you actually get your D class and you're moved out of that. You sort of lose your rookie tag for that. And then basically then the D class stuff would become C, well, would stay D class. Some of the rookie stuff could be either
I saw where they come
moved
out
or
with,
shifted
updated Joesville or
and whatnot.
a final Joesville or something. What is Joesville? Do you know, Harmer? Is that Daytona?
No, it's a little short oval that is it's like a half-mile oval or something.
Oh, we're
like
gaining
that.
on drafters.
Okay.
It was in RFactor 1, I think, and it's been part of the developer builds to test shit out with, and so they finally just topped and tailed it and released it as a track.
Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of the screenshots for the mod tracks show that track, don't they? Or they
Yeah,
have.
so I think when you're building the track in developer mode, if you don't bother to change like the name of the file or whatever, it'll show the Joesville file name.
Okay.
But we've never actually like played it or ran it.
Well, maybe
Yeah, I knew
it's
it's
time.
somewhere, but I couldn't remember running it. I wasn't sure what track it was supposed to be.
A confetti tube? What? I don't even know what in the world you're seeing.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be a real track. I think it's just a fantasy track.
Okay.
I mean, there's water here, and there's my shifter here. I have no idea what in the world would... I don't even know what a confetti tube looks like. Oh, behind me? That's a... yeah, that's a in-window AC unit. I'm not a fan. Wreck avoidance, sort of. I mean, if you really want to train at wreck avoidance, you can just do Carb Cup, which you have to pay for one of the, well, you have to pay for the cars and tracks anyway. I mean, either way, it'll bring people into iRacing because people are silly. The people who love iRacing will tout it as the greatest thing ever, and there's so much free content, and look, they're always giving you more free stuff. But realistically, they're giving you nothing.
Yeah, Daytona was Jacksonville, wasn't it? In RFactor 1.
Yeah, and they've released that for this game too, right? Haven't they? I think so. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they released it with the stock cars.
Okay, all right.
I really hate Daytona, though. It's
I
decent
probably-
in any car, though.
I don't remember.
Now I'm losing time everywhere. The tube in game. Oh, to the left? Oh,
White flag.
it's just an AC vent, like an air blow through vent to facilitate airflow through the car.
1:37.96.
Oh, there was a yellow flag. That means somebody had an off somewhere. Oh, drafter's right behind me now, or right in front of me. Might have us a race here at the last lap.
Oh, shit.
Tried to make it interesting on the last lap here, I see.
Yeah, I spun out and I saw you in my mirror and I was like, I gotta go, and it just went to hell from there.
Don't worry, the rear tires on my car will try to give it right back to you.
Man, all I had to do was hang on one more lap.
I'm having such a hard time getting speed out of this thing right now. It's very likely he will be able to get a run on me, at least in one of these corners.
That was the only spin out I had the entire race. I got in the grass a couple of times, but that one was just an all-out spin out.
Oh.
Well,
Like I said.
wow, that was
Nice
fun.
job, Harmer.
Yeah, nice win, Harmer.
Nice win, sir. That was a fun one.
Did you get ahead at the end there, Draft?
Yeah, he kind of got into the sand there on the last corner.
Oh crap!
A little bit.
Oh, my front tires were just about halfway through. They stopped wanting to turn.
That was fun.
Indeed.
Yeah, as always, guys, that was a good time.
Ugh.
Or who's up for picking next week before we forget to do it? And maybe I picked this week and I think last week, so it's not me.
I picked the Clios like a week or two ago, so
I have picked this week, so I'm good to let somebody else for next.
All right, Draft.
All right, I'll do it.
all right, fellas, good stuff. Hopefully, we'll talk to you on the shout box.
Faux show.
Yeah,
Sounds
good stuff.
Good time, guys.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.
Oh, those guys are always fun. Let's see what my laps were. I don't remember what my qualifying was. I think it was close to this though, but I think it was faster than this. When I got in a rhythm, it wasn't too bad. I mean, right here, 7 to these three right here, 38 to 37.8, 37.9. Those are all within the same wheelhouse, but still a second off from my fastest. Like, the fact that this is so much faster than the others really shows that I could have had the pace in it if I had stuck with it and done it. Okay, let's watch the very last little bit again real quick. It's basically just the last lap, where Drafter tried to give it back to me for third place, or second place, and then I just promptly gave it back to him at the end. I'm done streaming as soon as this is done, so I'm just gonna look at this and then I'll be done. Oh, it's funny because we have the same, we chose the same livery. I mean, my front tires were just not happy anymore. I mean, you can see how much further he's able to push his car into the corner, and therefore how much easier it is for him to get out of the corner. He seemed to get through that corner better than I did. Doesn't surprise me, that was my worst corner. Yeah, sure, I can definitely look and see if there's anything I can notice. But again, I'm by no means an expert. So there, I threw it into that corner too hard, locked it up, and then had to be careful bringing it back on. Ah, such a silly mistake. Oh, that was fun though. I didn't realize he honked the horn afterwards. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Ugh. That was fun though. Oh, there's actually still people on. That's interesting. I didn't expect that this late on a Friday. I guess that means there are some US drivers. That was definitely fun though. Sunday, I think I have at least one of the tracks. So I'll probably stream that on Sunday. It'll be either 8:30 or 9:30, and then I'll post on Twitter beforehand. But that'll be a short stream when it happens, and then Monday will be the next regular stream. So hopefully you guys had some fun watching that. It was a very interesting back and forth race as we all made mistakes. Trying to give each other positions for free and then throwing away our own positions. Oh, it was still fun though. But that is it for me for the night. Docat, I'll hop over to where you're at in a minute afterwards. But either way, as usual, thank you all very much for stopping by. I will see you guys later.